Hey everybody, welcome to another review. This is unusual for me to do 2 reviews in a day, but I had some time and I decided to get this one out of the way also. So, in this review, I'll be testing the brand new Avast Internet Security version 7. Now, I usually test Avast in their top of the line is what I usually try to do, so they have as much of the security as possible. This is a beta. So I went online, downloaded the installer, installed it, and we'll do the usual quick little look to see how much RAM we got. It's very light in memory at least. We're using 8 to 9 megs, very light on RAM usage. Open up the user interface here. A little bit of improvement, so it's fairly consistent with the last version. So you can see this is 7.01396. What do we got here? We got cloud services, statistics, scan computer, the usual shields. This has been changed. What else? You can go through the different shields themselves, or you can go through the whole thing. Firewall settings, I tend to pick the minimum if I can. So work is usually a good one. Network rules, application rules, firewall logs, application protection. I'm not changing any of these settings, they're just left like they were. So sandbox, auto sandbox, safe zone, browser protection, remote assistance, that's something new, site blocking, maintenance. We'll double check again one more time for the updates. There you go, virus chest, basically quarantine support, and there's also a market too. So, first I'm going to start out by testing some links. Open up kill switch here, grab the links. I do have so it does have this little kind of toolbar, which basically does site rating. We'll see how that comes into effect. It looks like for some odd reason something blocked. Alright, let's try this again. It looks like it blocked kill switch from running. Or maybe I just accidentally clicked the wrong button. No. Okay. Alright, so let's grab our first link. Alright, so this one was blocked. You can click for more info, but we're not going to worry about that. This is a Java file. Yes, I don't have Java installed, but we'll see if he'll let me download it. Nope, block the URL. And that one was also blocked. Okay, and that one was blocked. Malware gen. And the URL was blocked on that one. and that one, and that one, and that one. Alright, and that one didn't work for some odd reason. Let's try one more time. Nope. And that one was blocked. Alright, so all the malware through the links was blocked. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily disable the protection. Okay, and that'll give me time to unpack this malware without anything interfering. I guess there is something interfering. Well, this is kind of annoying. Almost every other company that I know turns off Windows Defender. Apparently not Avast. Maybe they should, because this definitely interferes with performance of the system when malware defender is especially not that good. Alright, so let this unpack and I'll be right back. Alright, so unpack the malware. You can see there's 2,863 pieces of malware in there. So first things first, let's turn on Avast and we'll scan it. So I'm going to let this scan and I will be back when it's done. Alright, so finished scanning here and found a bunch of threats. Says 1,960, but we'll see how many it actually finds. And all of them are moved to chest. So now everything's going to get quarantined. This is probably going to take a while. So the scan took a little bit too. So I'll pause and I will be back when these are done. Alright, so I got this weird error I've never seen. It says error, there is not enough disk space. Except if you go, you'll see I have more than enough, which is really weird. But you know what? I'll just delete them. That's no big deal. It should go quicker anyway than moving them to the chest. So we have 1,000. I'll do another scan. So it says we have 1,077 left over, just to be sure. So let me pause and I'll be right back. Alright, so it says some of these couldn't be scanned. Apparently this one has something in it. It's probably some kind of crack. Looks like ESET. So I'm not gonna move it to the chest or delete it or anything. I'm just gonna say that's that. So let's see how many it actually left over. So it didn't detect anything else. Let's do the math. Oops. So it detected 62.3%. Now, all of these I checked to make sure that they are malware. I used different engines and everything to double check. I used multiple scanners and took out the ones that were questionable. Alright, so let's see what happens when we actually run some of these. I will run 20, I guess. That's a standard nice number. That's 1. That's 2. So far we are on 3. So this has been isolated in the sandbox. You can see because of the red border. Okay, so we did 3 so far. That's 4. It's the same thing, so we'll count that one as 4. 5. This is 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. 11. 12. 13. It's probably kind of one of the same. A lot of these are variants. It's 14. Let's move on down. I think this is 15. 16. 17, 18, couple more. And we'll go here towards the end. Alright, so now let's open up kill switch. See if we got something running, what we got running in RAM. It looks like it blocking some of that weather bug thing. Had some malware associated with it, you can see. So, as you can see, we got a bunch of junk, bunch of stuff in the background. See, okay, so we got some Internet Explorer being opened up. We got something there. We got media get, and we got a mail client here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can delete this. Probably not. Yeah. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to restart. And then I will be back, because this seems to be kind of in a little loop here. It seems to be trying to delete the same files. So I'm going to restart. I'll be back and do a full system scan with Avast, and we'll see what it finds. Alright, so I am back, and I'm going to do a full system scan. And I'm going to leave everything basically the way it is. Now, there's different things you can set here. The only thing that I added is to scan for potentially unwanted programs. You can do different things like scan test whole files. You can increase the heuristics, packers. There's different packers you can scan for. Actions. Scan priority is high. No exclusions, no scheduled, nothing like that. So, we're going to start the scan, and I will be back whenever it's done. Alright, I'm back. I fell asleep last night while Avast was scanning, so I just woke up and I put everything, I saved the state of the virtual machine and closed it down for the night. So, the scan was finished, and it found some threats. It found a bunch of temp files in ASW weather bug, Babylon toolbar, what else? Microsoft games. Pretty much just a bunch of temp files. So we're going to move everything to chest. What's it say here? Error, there is not enough. Oh, criminy. This is an error they probably have to fix. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, so it wants to run a boot time scan, and you know what? I'll let it do that and see if it finds anything else, just for the heck of it, right? So I'm gonna pause, and I'll be back whenever the boot time scan is done. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, so I'm back here. The scan finished, and it says it didn't find anything. Alright, so we'll go with that. Now I am going to disable the shields. And you know what? I'm going to disable them permanently because they're probably going to restart after I run the scan. So first let's open up kill switch here, see if we got anything weird running in memory. And we're also going to open up auto runs and do a scan with that. So I will be back when these two are doing their little scans and categorizing everything. Alright, so kill switch is not showing that there's anything weird running in memory. We have a couple of things, guard mail and media get, which technically both of those are safe. It's usually that they come attached with weird things on there. Let's go through the quick repair. Everything looks okay there. Nothing in auto run analyzer that is unknown. I've hidden the safe entries, so there's no unknowns or anything weird like that. So now I'm going to run a scan with cleaning essentials and we'll see what that finds. So I'll be back when the scan is done. Alright, so cleaning essentials finished scanning and it did not find anything, so that's good to see. I'm not going to worry about restarting that now. I'm just going to move on to the next tools. So next I'm going to use a squared emergency kit. I'm going to do a deep scan and we'll see if this finds anything. So I'm going to update it and then do a deep scan, and I'll be back with the results when this is done. Alright, so it finished scanning here and I found a bunch of stuff. I found a ton of traces, all to do with that weather bug. So you can see there's a ton in there. And a bunch of registry keys also associated with it that are leftovers. And it looks like it found a Trojan in, well, a piece of one at least. And basically the same thing. The Sogu Explorer, there's a couple pieces left over. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete these. Apparently some of these cannot be deleted. It's just a folder. Alright. So we quarantine them, and now because there was some registry keys in there, I'm going to reboot to give it a chance to get the new registry in there, and I'll be back with some more scanning, probably from Malwarebytes. Alright, so Malwarebytes finished scanning, and it did not find anything, so that's good. And the last thing here is we're going to do a scan with Hitman Pro, and we'll see if that finds anything. So I'm going to let this scan, and I will be back in a second. Alright, so looks like Hitman Pro found some more malware. More than likely this is it's fun moods, which is like potentially unwanted program or something like that, like an adware type thing, some kind of program like that. And it seems that the only place that the only engine that found it is Dr. Web. And just for giggles, I'm going to grab one of these files and throw it up on VirusTotal, and I just want to see if anybody else finds it. So give me a second while I do that, and I'll be back. Well, it looks like while opening up Internet Explorer, I got a crash from Avast. It died. So I'll be back. The home page apparently, or one of the toolbars or something, apparently changed the home page of Internet Explorer. And what happened is it took me to a fake AV scanner, and I tried to close Hitman Pro, and everything just kind of crashed. So I'll be back in a sec once I get back into Windows. Okay, so I'm back. It took a while to restart, and I decided to check to see if anything weird had been changed inside of the settings for Windows. Now, The one thing that kill switch does not check is homepage. So you have to kind of do that manually. But I want to check, let's see, is it open already? Yeah. I wanted to run a quick check using quick repair, and it looks like everything is okay there. I don't see any other weird changes. So just going to open up internet options, and you see this fun moods thing. That's what it changed to. That's what caused Windows to go to the fake AV. Now I'll open it again and we'll see if it crashes. Again, I hope it doesn't. Okay, so this time it's okay. Right. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I gotta turn on my internet internet on the computer. I had to reset the computer because I got stuck on startup. Just sat there and didn't do anything. So let's try again. And see, there you go. This got Avast blocked the banner to this website, whatever it is. Alright, so I'm gonna upload one of those files from that fun moods thing and analyze it and see how many programs find it. I guess I'll upload the actual executable. So I'll pause and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got that file analyzed, and it seems like only 3 out of 42 AVs catch it. One is Byte Hero, which is technically not an AV, it's more of a heuristics. It's got very small heuristics. Doesn't have any signatures or anything, and that's packed. And Dr. Web caught it as actual adware, fun moods. And the only other one is Sophos, which is fun moods toolbar. And it was actually here. I closed it to give me a little more real estate on the window. And that's it. And I want to go through additional information here, and I want to see when this first was seen. I want to see how new it is. So you can see it was first seen 3 days ago. 4. Let's call it 4 days ago. So this is very new malware, and that's why nobody can detect it. So in cases like this, you definitely need some kind of proactive protection, something that will mitigate these from ever getting into your system when you don't have signatures. This is the challenge for every AV right there. So we'll use the default on the home page, and well, that's that for this review. So final verdict on the beta of Avast. It definitely didn't do bad. Didn't see any active security threats. There was nothing running in memory that I could see that would actively cause any problems. There was that toolbar, and it did stop some of that WeatherBug app. It didn't get rid of everything, but at least it stopped some of the main executable from coming online and actually starting up when the computer started. But you can see how much of a challenge it is to actually clean a computer, because we went through how many testing tools? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, and there was still some sort of malware on here, So just for giggles, it's gonna make this video a little longer, but not for you guys, more for me. I'm gonna boot up with Sardu, and I'm going to run some scans on the system from an external drive just to see if there's anything else left on there. I want to be a little more thorough with this one. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be back with some of the results from the external scan. See you in a second. Alright, so I'm back. I ran the Avira scanner, and it seems to have just found one file, and it was more of a warning. It wasn't malware. It said unexpected end of file. This bflix uninstall.exe. So that's it really. I didn't find anything else. So now I'm gonna run something else and just see what it finds. So I'll be back. Alright everybody, so I was gone for a while. I went and did some shopping, but while I was gone I let Dr. Web do some scanning, and basically it found the same files I found before. I found a potentially dangerous object. I don't think it found this one before. Um, media get admin proxy. So that, it's one of them, like, that can change your proxy. So yeah, of course it's going to be a pup, potentially unwanted program. Found face fun moods. It found the same ones again, basically. I don't know exactly how Dr. Web, um, how the structure is basically built. Looks like it somehow found it. I don't know. It says disk, so I don't know. Not 100% sure on how they set that up, but that's alright because I know it's the same ones. You can look at the rest of it, program files and all that jazz. Found a couple of things on the CD that it doesn't like. Basically some tools, but that's alright because this is part of the CD, and some of these are detected as, possibly unwanted programs. And the rest of these it can't scan. Of course it can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to cure all these. Basically going to quarantine them and skip over the ones that he can do, of course. So while that's doing that, it might be done already. It looks like it's done. Or let's see something here. We'll do it this way, I think. Because I think it only does the ones you select, possibly. Yep. So once that's done, I'm gonna reboot and do one more scan with another one, and then we'll call it quits after that. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here was the last scanning engine by Panda, and it didn't find anything. So that's it for this review. I know it was long, but I wanted to give Avast its fair shake. Like I said before, it did alright. No active infections. A good number of leftover files. It did let that toolbar slip through, but a lot of would have, because as you saw, only three security systems actually even caught it, so kind of tells you how fresh that one was. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll go process this and throw it up online. I'll talk to everybody later, and take care.